What's up? What's up? We are back in the building. Brillo and Pretty Girl Trap Content, the Pretty Thorough Podcast emergency episode.
Where's JH where you need him with the sound effects?
Right, emergency episode. How you feeling today?
Good. It's Friday, so you already know. Probably one of my favorite days of the week.
It's Friday. It's been a minute since we did the podcast. So there's a lot has been going on.
Yes.
To say the least.
The least.
So I mean, of course we got the segment. We had this segment. I don't flock with you. Anybody you're not flocking with? I couldn't think of nobody. I'm not even putting that out there.
Yeah. Okay. It's like a general situation here because I don't flock with people who just, and I'm just going to say, I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. I don't flock with Black men and Black women who just don't F with Black women. Like, and I'm speaking specifically regarding, Kamala Harris. And I'm not trying to make this no political situation because when it comes to religion and politics, I ain't trying to debate. But you can tell when someone clearly doesn't just like Black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand we got to critique every presidential candidate, okay? But y'all are willing to let an idiot be the president versus a qualified candidate. Like that thing just aggravates me. And don't get me wrong, she got her qualms. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. Politics is politics. But I can just tell when they state their points, they're not wanting to vote for a specific person because I could tell they don't really F with Black women.
Yeah, I get it. It's an uphill battle. I feel like they setting us up for the banana in the tailpipe situation. This is gonna be crazy. It's like a damn near like a reality show almost. When it comes to the United States, we in the blender, so to speak. Personally, I know who I'm voting for, but I mean, we're in a blender. America.
Oh yeah, it's definitely it's been a while since we actually was in a good place. Because oh boy, talk about make America great again, but when was ever America great for us? I'm just saying, but not saying, and I feel like you should be able to critique anybody you want to, but just make sure your points are valid because sometimes I could sniff that you just don't want to F with a Black woman. That's all. I just don't F those type of people.
I do got you. Yeah, I got that energy, but I do got something I'm not flocking with. You know what I don't flock with, PG? I don't flock with all the fashion gurus on the internet that's gonna tell me what's flying, what's not. Why? First of all, why you care that much what somebody else is wearing, man? You don't tell like all the people that, oh, let me get dressed or let me get dressed in front of you and check my fit, or let me tell you like the 10 wacky shoes, or I'm sure you see it a lot. I'm like, dog, what? Like it's people seem to care too much about what somebody else got on their back. Like it's wear whatever you. Honestly, I don't care what people wear, but the fashion gurus irritate the hell out of me. I don't know why. It's like that's just not my thing. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I get it. It's funny. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm saying you get where I'm coming from. Like,
no, yeah, because I love fashion. You know what I'm saying, and I'm actually in the works of starting another channel, which is going to be more, geared towards those type of things. So I'm one of, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you what I like,
right? And
I possibly have a recommendation. But I'm not gonna be like, that's not fire. That's a mess. Because my husband talks about that a lot, honestly. Because just certain people just think, oh, you just a judge. Like this hot, this ain't hot. Like who are you to tell? Right. Who are you to tell how it will look good?
Exactly. And there top 10 wackest shoes. I'm like, hold on. Like, who like why first of all, why you care about what somebody else wearing? I'm just not into the the gurus, man. It's 1,000 of them on the internet.
Facts. Facts.
All right, let's discuss this thumbnail, man. This is crazy right here. Uh
Woo, boy.
so we got, this is 1,000 bottle episode. We don't get into them 1,000 bottles. 1,000 is crazy. I did the numbers. Baby oil $5. You know what I'm saying, a bottle. You just, you know what I'm saying, that's 50K on baby oil.
Let's just hope he had a group discount, like a, you know what I'm saying, just like a group rate. Maybe he called, the CEO, but like, hey, I need a bulk order. What can you take off the top? Like, you got to get me at least a 20% discount, bro. Like, I'm taking all of Walmart and Target's inventory in the northern district of, New York or whatever. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like 1,000. Okay, Brillo, quick question. If you were to have 1,000 bottles of something, what would it be? Nothing, probably.
No comment. I need 1,000 scripts. I don't know. Something like some money out there. What's that? Promethazine scissor.
That's a big profit right there. That's a big profit right there.
Crazy profit. But all right, so tell me, is this too far? When we talking about these 1,000 bottles, and we're gonna break this down, we're gonna get to the other topics. But I saw on Instagram a party promoter throwing a party, the freak off party. You get the VIP, you get a free bottle of baby oil. I'm not making this up. Is it too soon for those antics? What?
Nah, not with it. We don't take nothing serious, and we always got to maximize the situation. Like, you already know, that's the good thing about our people. Like, we've been through the struggle so long and so hard. Like, any opportunity we can get to come up, we gonna use it. So I'm not even mad at that. Like, I'm not mad at all. Right. I just don't understand the need for baby oil when it comes to the grown people activities. It's already hot. You're already sweating. You're already burning calories. You trying to be extra slippery? And Diddy gives me silk sheets. How is that working with the logistics? Like, I don't understand.
EG, this is crazy. Also, another thing that's going on, man, they pulling up. This is another thing I'm not liking. I'm not liking a lot of stuff that's going on, but they pulling up any and every picture of anybody who ever went to a party. Like, come on, y'all. We gotta stop, man. People went to the party. It was a regular party and a after party. Like, come on. Everybody that been to a party with Diddy is not, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they were in the freak off, so to speak. What you think about that? Because I'm seeing a lot of that. Like, they put up all old pictures of everybody. Like, if you in Hollywood 9 times out of 10, you didn't attend it unless you 50 Cent or, you know, so somebody who done kept your foot on Diddy's neck for years. You didn't been to a party. Like, what you think about that?
Well, I agree to some level, right? Because I feel like if there's 60 pictures of you and Diddy at the party, I feel like and I need timestamps, because I heard after the clock strikes 2 a.m., 3 a.m., then that's when they start weaseling out the green people, the people that's going to tell. And, the people that stay after 3 o'clock, they willing to get down. So I need some timestamps on these photos. And I do feel like there is something into, like, investigating people that are always there. Because you know something. You can't tell me Monet Tejada don't know nothing. I'm sorry. Even though that's kind of a bad example, because they bring up anybody that's, been affiliated with him. But yeah, we tend to reach. But I feel like this situation is so massive and there's so many things that we don't know that I won't be opposed to looking at people, because I feel like this whole industry is full of freaks. Mm-hmm.
Speaking on that, like, Cause I feel like, man, I don't feel like it's no victim. I mean, I don't feel bad for these folks. Like people that's telling their story, telling the story right now about a time. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do nothing about it. I'm not speaking on the trafficking and all that because I don't know enough. I'm just talking about like uh people who participated. Like what and like the Gene dude that got a lot to say. Couple other people who worked for him. To me, they need to shut up because you didn't have nothing to say when he was giving you that bread. So I don't want to hear it now.
Yeah, with like specifically with like you mentioned Gene Deal, he was Diddy's bodyguard and security, and he's been affiliated with Diddy for a long time. I feel like him specifically, I feel like he has, or he thinks he has a specific purpose because he feels he thinks Diddy is behind the Biggie situation, and that he probably feel in his heart that he tried to prevent it, or could have had some doing to where his actions could have made a turn of events for that night or what have you. So I think he thinks it's like a personal, like goal, like a purpose that God has given him. But I do think it can be a little obsessive. Because the content is always surrounding Diddy. But no, I do agree. But at the same time, I can't tell people what their purpose is or how much to tell their story, because some people are probably triggered or trauma filled to the point where that's all they can think about. They can't sleep, they can't eat. But I do feel like there's people out there that just want content. They want that bread. They want that look. They want to be affiliated. They want to be relevant.
Right. Not everybody coming out the woodwork with their stories. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it.
And I also feel like too, and I don't want to get into the Cassie thing, but specifically with her, sometimes it takes that one person to open the floodgates for you to feel comfortable. Like, all right, I'm gonna tell my story now. Now it's kind of like I don't want to call it a trend, but you know how trends work. Like somebody do it, even though you may want to do something, but you're too scared. But that took that one brave person just to come out and do it. Then you'd be like, all right, I feel comfortable enough to say something. I do feel like a lot of that goes on when it comes to Diddy. But again, sometimes I feel like, why didn't you say nothing? And he's powerful. I get it. It's easier said than done because he is a machine. And we already feel that he is behind possibly, the possible deletion of certain people. You know what I'm saying? Like I can feel that he's not a person that you want to go against, honestly. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. Do you think that they're talking about Jay now? Do you think Jay may be next?
Nah, he move a little different. I hope. I don't know. Tell you the truth. I would think not, though. I mean, if they're gonna have something to say about anybody, but I think he'll be okay. I don't think he was trafficking nobody. So who knows though?
It's hard to say.
Right, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna talk more about Diddy, but somebody else been acting a damn fool around the internet. What you think about this situation? This Shannon Sharp phone, Instagram situation. Then he got the merch going. And if your name is Michelle right now, you damn near winning.
Man, just live with your truth. Just you want to be called Shay Shay, not just indoors. Like you just come out the closet. It's okay. Like I just feel. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. I'm sorry. I feel like it's a cover up. It was all lies. It was all plot, a scheme. He's trying to prove something. He's trying to get promotion. He's trying to go viral. And I feel like people get used to going viral. They get used to, it's like a drug. It started, I feel like I'm sure he's probably been in the news, of course, before Cat Williams, but I think that kind of set a different tone when it comes to Shannon Sharp. Like sometimes when you have your peak, And then that peak simmered down. He was like, hey, what can I do next? What can I do next? And then, of course, he went viral again for the whole tight sweatsuit debacle when he got out the car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was crazy. I know I got the picture. I'm sure I do. I know we talked about it.
So I just feel like he's trying to prove something. But I'm like, bro, how old is Shannon Sharp? He gotta be what, at least in his 50s.
That middle picture is crazy. Here's the thing, man. Like PG said, live in your truth, dude. Just because you piping something down, like nobody's gonna care. Nobody is going to stop thinking that you are gay, and the only person who care about that is making you seem like you are, which is cool if you is. Don't nobody care for real, bro. Nobody cares, man. But these antics you doing, I don't go live on Instagram, but people have told me it is no way you could just toss your phone and go live by mistake. So I'm gonna take
Yeah.
their word for it. How familiar are you with Instagram Live? Is it possible for this to
I'm
happen?
not at all, but I know for darn sure any social media app it's a multi-step situation. There's no way, you know how like you go back in the day you could pocket dial somebody or do something by mistake. Even now, like my flashlight to come on and I mean like stuff like that, okay. But going live and then he said he was 25 minutes in and then went live. Wait, how Sway? And then just the all of the audio. How do you feel about that audio, Brillo?
Man,
Was it realistic, or do you feel like he was putting on?
definitely. Come on, man. When the camera is rolling, you got to perform. I ain't mad at him because he made money off of it, but I definitely believe he did it on purpose, man. Come on, man. Who? Yeah, it was crazy. And then they had the show right afterwards. What's crazy is ESPN, they fired my boy Double P, one of the people who I mess with, Paul Pierce, for just having some ladies around, fully clothed and having an alcoholic beverage.
Exactly.
Nothing else was around. He was having some hors d'oeuvres and an alcoholic beverage. And they fired this man, but then this dude had a whole session on tape talking crazy.
I feel like, of course, I'm gonna just say the man. They pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? And we already know Paul Pierce. He is definitely I don't know the correct word to say when it comes to, but
hood dude.
Yeah, he's a little reckless. So I feel like he's very much a liability. So that's probably one of the like, oh, okay, we got our little reason to let him go because he already been doing shenanigans. But I feel like honestly with Shannon Sharp, possibly one of the reasons they chose not to reprimand him is because I feel like he's a shucker and jiver. He's he gonna be a good boy. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do what he needs for the most part. So they're gonna give him a lot more chances than a Paul Pierce. That's what I feel.
You know what? It ain't fair all the time, man. People don't. It's not the same rules for everybody. It is what it is. But I found that to be a little crazy. Hey, you need to cut it out. You know you did that on purpose. Now you selling merch.
That's another thing. Like you apologize, you lie. It's like and my thing is, if you're gonna do a scheme like this, make sure the rollout is consistent and is followed through. It's the thought process. It just feels like somebody had a harebrained idea, he acted upon it, and then there was no conversation about how to act after that. Like people in America, celebrities, they do schemes all the time, and they're normally well thought out in terms of like the repercussions or the press after the fact, the blowback. Maybe I should say pause. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, it just feels like he was scrambling, trying to figure it out after it happened. Like, we know you planned this, sir. And then he acts like, oh, well, I don't know how to go live. Like, sir, you have a whole YouTube channel. You are on social media every day. Don't act like you somebody's grandpapa that need a jitterbug. Like, no, we not buying that. And I hate that they really playing out that stupid. They think Americans are stupid idiots. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people fall for the tricks, but tricks are for kids, okay? Sharp,
Right.
you ain't that sharp. I just need you to just live in your truth. Please.
Listen, man.
Please. It's
Clearly,
okay.
the rumors are getting to him clearly because he's just, like that was
He ain't help it.
clearly a ploy. That was a ploy. And
The
did he really
dog.
think people was gonna stop calling him gay or whatever because of this? Nah, they're not gonna stop because of that.
This make it worse.
Have you? It does. Have you heard of it? Like Atlanta, they got a whole thing of man, you got gay dudes with whole families.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not gonna make people stop. And then why would you care? That's like somebody calling me I don't know, Chinese. I know I'm a black man.
That's the thing. He cares too much. And I think a part of it is because I know he's been a celebrity for a long time. Like I said, I feel like the Cat Williams situation just catapulted him in his celebrity dumb. I made that up, I think, to a level to where he's getting more scrutinized, getting more attention. So he's getting a lot more, just critiques. And I guess it got to him. But I feel like at a certain age, like I'm 40, I feel like at 40, I'm coming to the point where I'm like, I'm not giving a them. Like I'm not, how old people, they say anything what they want to do because they're like, I live my life. I don't gotta lie. I'm just talk ish all day. That's where I am at 40. Like at 56, sir, you just need to be on. I don't give a F. I'm getting my bread. I'm gonna sleep with who I want to sleep with, and I'm gonna laugh to the bank.
Facts. Hey man, let's talk about it. This dude came out to many men. Dude, okay. It's not real, man. This
Another
is
platform.
another ploy. I don't care what nobody say. This is fake, man. This is fake, and fake. Like, come on. Like, what you think? Talk about it. What do you think?
Is giving Shannon Sharp. Mm-hmm.
He thought that this was gonna just, what I'm saying, increase his poll numbers. No, did he? And like, come on, man. This should.
The only difference is this plot was a little more thought out. a little more, but not enough to where we were like, something ain't right here. Like, come on, bro. Like, this makes no sense. I think he wants to like create a Guinness Book of Records, like for the most, assassination attempts, because what is the purpose? And then he's blaming the Democrats for this. And I'm like, bruh, this is all lies, it's all fake. He's trying to do everything he can to make sure he's in that seat. And just, I don't want to go on a rant, but I feel like if you got to be 35 to be a president, I feel like after 75, you don't have the ability to run no more. Like you get
You
too
know
old.
what?
Like,
That's a good point. Because if it's an age limit, it should be an age restriction.
Facts.
It's only right.
Because you got 4 more years, you got to be coherent enough to run this free nation. Like, I don't want to trust. I can't remember his exact age, but he's creeping up there. Like if he's not late 70s, he's early 80s. Like, bro, I don't want no 84-year-old running my country. Like, no.
She's out of touch with everything. Out of touch with everything. Yeah, out there, Trump. Hey, we in the blender, man. This is all comedy. All comedy. Nah, we gotta go back. We gotta go back to the diddler, man.
Man, the picture, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's nasty. But in the pink though, with the look at,
I know it's coordinated. It's coordinated.
They look like a happy couple, man.
They do look like one of them engagement
like,
photos.
I see like a twinkle in my man's eyes, like
the cheeks is out. I mean,
crazy. I don't think Diddy making it out of this because $50 million bail, they won't take it. I hate to say it. I'm just gonna say it. I think they're gonna do something to him while he locked up, a la D'Angelo Barksdale from The Wire. Because man, I know he got dirt on a lot of these famous people, a lot of powerful people that's been doing crazy stuff. There's 1,000 tapes going around. What you think about that? Is it, or am I just getting into my conspiracy theory bag?
Nah, I mean, if they not gonna take the 50,
who don't get bail for anything less than murder though? You know what I'm saying? Usually you don't get bail for murder. That's understandable. Or like some crazy, like doing something to kids or something, you usually
Yeah,
don't get bail. But anything else, you usually get bail. And 50 mil, you willing to give to pay that? And then they like, nah.
yeah, it got to be bad though, because I feel like he got so many charges, and I feel like I think they have so much more evidence than what we even can imagine, to the point where they're like, nah, bro, you got to pay. And I'm a firm believer, I'm a little conspiracy theorist as well. I feel like his handlers, what have you, they're like, hey, you had your time. I feel like when it comes to that world, they give you a cap, like, all right, you get about a good 30 years, and then it's time to pay the piper. So especially if you doing way too much. Like, we were like, all right, bro, you can rock, you can be freaky, you can extort people, do whatever, steal, rob, but you went a little too far. Okay, so it's time for you to pay the piper. Your 30 years is up, bro. Time to promote somebody else.
The Philippines. You should have went to the Philippines.
That's what I'm saying. Russell was like, bro, be my neighbor down the street. Come on.
Hey, he got out of here. He wasn't no dummy. He got up out of here. He golden now. Hey, so tapes. You think they will ever release some of them? Is some people gonna be embarrassed by this? Like what? Like, man, are we gonna see like some hard evidence? No Diddy.
I was like, bruh.
Of like Meek, come on, man. And all these other so-called tough rappers. I ain't forgot about you, Meek. You trying to stay real low key.
Facts.
I ain't forgot about you. All like it's gonna get sketchy. Like, I know these dudes is nervous.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, right? But I don't know. I feel like
stuff be leaking all the time.
Yeah, may not immediately, but maybe, eventually. Once they use all the evidence up in court, somebody gonna be like, let me get that flash drive. Let me hold something.
If they need a quick distraction,
yeah,
they can always release the tapes.
They said Monet was on a couple of them.
I mean, you could pretty much say anybody. I could say I know who ain't on there.
Who?
My guy, 50 Cent. I know he ain't on there.
Oh yeah,
nah. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Nah.
Hendrick ain't on there.
Nah.
People like that. Yeah. Mace.
Who?
I said Mace. Probably
okay.
Not. Do this make you look at? Now look, New York people, don't go crazy. I'm about to say a little off the rocker. I was listening to the Big album. He was saying some crazy things. Does this make you kind of look at that a little bit different with everything that's coming out with the Diddler? And then he says probably the most outlandish bars of all time, the most sus bars of all time of rap. Like, nobody's going to beat that.
Yeah, he's definitely been under, scrutiny per me for a long time. I mean, most people already ready.
I'm sorry, no woman looks that good. No. You know what he said? No woman looks that good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I already know where you're going. Yeah, that's a little too far. And then, he used to have, trans women in his videos as lead women. Specifically, Big Papa, I believe.
That's a trans
Big Papa One More Chance.
I gotta go back and I swear I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then also the Craig Mack remix, Flavor Air remix, I believe. It was like 2 videos. It was like the same trans chick in the video, like a main chick, not in the background. She was at the bar right there. You know what I'm saying? She could breathe hard and it could touch Biggie neck. Like it was a lot. It was a lot. And of course, to each his own. I'm just saying, based on what we're discussing, I wouldn't be surprised if I don't think Biggie was. I don't even know. I can't even say that.
He was saying some crazy stuff. Hey, I don't gotta walk through Brooklyn. Hey man, buddy was he was out of pocket for them lines. And with
Yeah, and
everything
it's multiple, like not just one, like oh that rhyme, because you know he was one of the people that just really didn't write.
You're gonna have to rewrite that. Like, oh, why would that even pop in your head, bro?
Like that, I don't know. I'm gonna have to be like that shouldn't cross your mind. I'm saying, like, I just feel like that.
Like, don't nobody look that good, bro. I'm sorry. It's some beautiful women in the world, but come on, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Biggie. I mean, regardless, he won't have to deal with the heat of it, but we've been caught on because mainly, I mean, I feel like in general, New Yorkers, we just pay a lot more attention to the lyrics because we listen to. I mean, you go to this day, you're gonna hear Biggie on any given block right now. Like every time I go back home, I'm hearing Biggie. Like it is what it is, but we peep the lyrics.
Say was OD. Hey, listen. I hope y'all enjoy this special 1,000 bottle emergency episode. We're not gonna talk y'all era, but we had to come in here and talk and discuss these things.
Did they say where the bottles were stored? Like, was there a baby oil room? Was it next to the butt plugs and because you know, Big was known to be in some wild stuff. Like, I just want to know, where do you store? Like, do you got a pantry, like a storage room? I just need to know. Huh?
A thing of baby oil will last you for like a long time,
bro. Long time.
Like, I'm talking years.
Facts. I'm a baby oil connoisseur. Okay, baby oil gel, regular baby oil. If you mix baby oil with the lotion, lather it up. Like, I've been into the baby. I don't leave the house in the summertime without baby oil. Okay, I love me some baby oil, but I only have to purchase it about once every 3 years.
Facts. You need a drop of that joint. And dude, like 1,000 bottles. Like, what are you?
I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't say this a lot, but he might need to be locked up, bro. Because he too freaky for human nature.
And you're a hoarder. And no, you can't know what we doing. Or was that like a parting gift for the Diddy party? Like, here you go. Thank you. It's a little gift bag. You get you a little, maybe that he could use that.
Did he have a theme? Like, he had to have like a slip and slide party theme. Slip and slide.
About Trick Daddy and Trina either. I mean, maybe he was into that, like, and you know how Diddy is. He was all about preserving the sexy. That was his thing. He used to say back in the day. He's very particular. So, the white fingernails, the white parties. Like, he probably was like, you can't be in my house after 4 a.m. if you ain't shiny. We know he loved the shiny suits, but maybe he took it a little far. It was like, okay, it's summertime. Maybe we just need the shiny skin. You know what I'm saying? But when you got baby oil, you don't want to be touched like that. That's my thing. Just the logistics. Like, we can't be freaky and slippery. Yeah. Unless it's, bodily fluids that's natural. But you want to add extra, like, that's too much.
Yeah. Craziness.
In the chat, he said that was one hell of a Costco trip. No, that is getting delivered on pallets.
Right. Pallets.
Backing it up, like you backing that thing up in the garage. Like, that's a lot.
I'm just shocked that he didn't get bail. That's crazy.
I'm not. I feel like they want to make him an example. I think that's the thing. Like, because it's been so much. Like, he's been really escaping this for years. I feel like they're like, nah. Even though technically there's probably been similar cases where the person got bail, I feel like him specifically, they want to make an example. But man, I don't know. I mean, he gonna have some dry. I don't know if they got options in the commissary for like lubricants and lotion. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Do you think he's gonna like be sentenced?
I think he'll do sometime, man. I don't know if he'll make it. I don't know.
Because they say he's on that watch.
That's just the ploy. They want to get that out in the atmosphere so that the D'Angelo Barksdale.
Yeah, I think so too. But I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it comes to a point where he realized, like, oh, I'm gonna be in here, and he can't take it. I can see that immediately. I feel like right now maybe he's cocky enough to where like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like at one point he was like, oh, I'm about to be in here for real. Okay, I got y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and clock on out. But I see either way. But I mean, you had your fun while it lasted, right? So
Yeah,
you can still have fun now. He can have a whole party in here. They gonna have a good time over there in Cell Block D for real.
Oh man, King Combs. Hey, go. Yeah, I don't need to see you no more either. No more tracks with You had a fire little track with Kodak. I'm straight, bro.
He looking sad. He looking hurt. Like he don't know what to do.
Man,
they not used to their, they're not used to
rap.
Daddy's money night getting
Trap. Hey, hope you were saving.
Better be some bread under the mattresses or something.
Man, I ain't playing. So everybody, hope you enjoyed it. PG, what you got going on for your channel?
Sure, of course, we got book 2. That's Trap Church, Sunday mornings, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, it's been like 11:15, you know what I'm saying? Church been starting a little late. Of course, I'm still reviewing OG Power. We're episode 608 next week. Keisha's last episode. Yeah, that was interesting to watch. Playing that back. And then, I have some content planned for, once book 2 ends, and then we get a little break before Raising Canaan. So
don't say it. Don't say it on here.
I'm sorry.
I said don't say your ideas.
Oh no. I learned my lesson. I mean, even if I don't say my ideas and I have the idea and I post the idea, it's still, yeah. I guess the people don't care no more. They don't care.
It's a dirty game.
It's a dirty game.
But yeah, keep your notification bells on. It's the press tour. I'm dropping a lot of content. Yeah, keep your notification bells on. Listen, we might have another special episode. We never recorded the finale, so maybe we'll be back in a couple. Hey, we're gonna have to give y'all an update. Well, if Uncle Shay and Diddy do something crazy, we're gonna be back up here again. Everybody be blessed. And we about to slide up out of here, man. Hey, look, 1,000 bottles. What would your 1,000 bottles be? 1,000 bottles of Patron?
Nah, I'm not a big drinker, but I mean, I do got 1 bottle of wine in there, so I may have 1,000 bottles of Stella Rose Black. That's the far as I'm gonna go. It's not, I'm into like skincare and beauty. I can't think of no product that will go on my body that I need 1,000. When do they expire? Does baby oil expire?
That will 1,000 bottles of baby oil will last you for damn near 1,000 lifetimes.
Where you putting all that? Because you ain't that. I mean, you ain't that big. Like, come on, Diddy. Where all that going? And you don't mess with no plump people. So where's all the baby oil going?
Facts. All right, y'all. We up out of here, man. Peace.